What are your thoughts around ram raids and what we can do as a community to support our young people?
I like the way you asked the question, what we can do as a community, because I think there's two parts to this. I'll talk about the first bit first, which is I think the community response. You know Ron G well. Ron and I did some research about 12 years ago on youth gangs in South Auckland. And what we found was that the recruitment starts, this will be stuff that you know too, the recruitment starts really early. It's really interesting when I go around the city and people are shocked that 10-year-olds are involved in ram raids when we know from the research that we produced 10 years ago, and even before that, that's when the recruitment starts for the youth gangs. So we know that there's some young men in particular, but there's young people who are exposed to this early on. And so I think we've got to get the right youth workers, social workers, community constables working together in the community to make sure that we've got the safety net for our young people. Hey, I'm the chair of Otara Health, and we have youth workers at Otara Health, and we run youth programs. A lot of them turn up, if the program starts at 9, a lot of them are there at 7 o'clock. And we often ask them, well, why you come so early? And they said, things are tough at home. We haven't had anything to eat. And I don't want to sensationalize it, but the truth is we've got a lot of young people that are coming. Their parents have come through this life cycle, and now the children are coming through the same life cycle. And so what we're trying to break here isn't something that's just happening now. This is something that is now generational. And so it's tough on these parents. And a lot of people are saying, but where's the parents? I said, mate, if your parents went through this is normal behavior for them. So I think we've got to do that. And I think the church, I've been picking on the church a lot in the campaign. I think the church and community organisations can offer real support here. Hey, we don't just want churches that are full with people on Sunday and then empty through the rest of the week. Hey, churches are really good at doing that, and that's why I've been asking we should rethink the tithing. Anyway, but that's where I think we can offer some real solutions. And then up front, we've got to be working with the businesses that have been affected by this. Hey, it's a violation on those businesses. That's tough because, blood and sweat and investment's gone into those businesses. And then if you're ram raided, you've got goods that have been stolen, you've got to now claim insurance, and you're fearful for your own safety. That's not good. That's not the society we want. So how do we ensure that we're working alongside the police and making sure that there's funding available so that everyone is going to be supported? So that's what I think it is. But, being a researcher in this area, I think we've got to get the upfront stuff sorted out quickly. And that's the way we do it, is make sure that there's good support for these families that, that are challenged.
So, and how important are the youth workers in this whole thing?
Majorly important, and I think youth workers are just as important as the cops that we have on this at the moment, and our teachers. They all have the same level of importance, and youth workers are cool. And obviously, I'm a youth worker, so that's why I love youth workers. But you want people who understand young people, who've got a real heart for them, and that's why you want them involved early, because they're the ones who are going to understand why the young person is kind of on this particular track. And then we've got to support families. I'd love to see more parenting support programs, more programs where we've got food going into the houses. It's too easy to judge. When COVID hit, everyone's going, suddenly, we're panic buying and all of that kind of stuff. We've got to just make food available, ensure that the kids are eating. Often we blame the parents, we just think, it's the parents' fault. Let's just get beside people and let's walk through this together. And I think that's why youth workers, I've got a major love for youth workers and social workers, because they've got such an important role to support families through tough times.
Mandate.